Good morning, students. I am Assistant Professor Dr. Ganesh Ramdas Khandera, Head Department of English, Amulakchand Mahavidyalaya, Yavatmal. In my today's lecture, we are going to deal with a poem written by William Shakespeare, and the title of the poem is Sonnet 116, that is 116. So for the second year, for semester 3rd and 4th, this book is prescribed by the Sant Gadge Baba Amravati University, and the title of this textbook is Blossoming Flower. So first of all, the introduction of this poem. Poet and dramatist William Shakespeare, and the period of William Shakespeare is 1564 to 1616. He lived and worked during the reign means period, reign of Queen Elizabeth I of England. Shakespeare began writing for the stage in the late 1580s. So Shakespeare's earliest work as a dramatist were history plays. So in his earlier career, he simply wrote the plays which were completely based on the historical events of his time. After this, he wrote numerous plays and poems, among the better known ones being comedies such as A Midsummer Night's Dream, As You Like It, The Merchant of Venice, and Twelfth Night. These are the titles which are quite famous as the comedies written by William Shakespeare. But apart from these things, he also wrote world famous great tragedies such as Hamlet, Othello, Macbeth, and King Lear. While his 14 lines poems were collected in sonnets, which was printed in 1609, that is 1609, of which one below is an example. Today, the poem which we are going to study is taken from that collection of sonnets which was printed in 1609 by William Shakespeare. Basically, sonnet is a 14 lines poem. This sonnet is a meditative attempt to define, means to explain the nature of ideal love. So this poem explains the nature of love, and it defines how the ideal love is different than the other sorts of love. In the course of this definition, an ordered notion of ideal love, that is, love's constancy, is set against a sense of love's problems. Here, problem means the flux and change. The poet William Shakespeare expresses the idea that despite its dependence on physical attractions, true love is not subject to time, and that its constancy as a characteristic attribute endures even when the partner is inconstant or absent. True love is not governed by external beauty alone and understands that all beauty is subject to the changes of time. One who loves will not allow the love to change despite all kinds of circumstances, adversity, and sufferings in the life. So, this poem is called as a sonnet. This poem is a 14 lines poem, and this poem talks about a true love which do not take into account the circumstances, adversities, and the sufferings in the life. So let's see this sonnet. I will read this sonnet completely first of all, then I will explain this poem in a detailed way. Let's see the poem first of all. Let me not to the marriage of true minds amid impediments. Love is not love which alters when it alteration finds, or bends with a remover to remove. Oh no, it is an ever fixed mark that looks on tempest and is never shaken. It is a star to every wandering bark, whose words unknown, although his height be taken, loves not time's fool, though rosy lips and cheeks within his bending sickles compass come. Love alters not with his brief hours and weeks, but bears it out even to the age of doom. If this be error, and upon me proved, I never writ, nor no man ever loved. So this is the 14 lines poem, and this kind of poem is called as a sonnet. Basically, this style is separately maintained by Shakespeare. So this sonnet is also called as a Shakespearean sonnet.